Coast 12 to 33 in the west. Further ahead, sunny on Thursday, mostly sunny Friday. A possible shower on Saturday. Right now in the city, 24 degrees, humidity 21%, winds west-northwest at 19 kilometres an hour. Bankstown Gosford 25 degrees, Campbelltown 24, Lucas Heights Terry Hills 23, Penrith 28. I'm Erin Ma. There'll be more Macquarie National News at 1 on your news leader. 2GB 873.
Now on 2GB Sydney, 4BC Brisbane and network stations across Australia, The Steve Price Show.
Welcome to Tuesdays across Australia. It is the 3rd of December, just 3 weeks, can you believe it, until Christmas Eve. We are rocketing toward the end of the year. That smoke haze continues to haunt Sydney. Have a look at that later in the afternoon. 131873 is our open line number. Plenty to get our teeth stuck into today, including a chat with one of the most decorated and admired New South Wales police officers, the retiring, as in leaving the job, not being shy, Detective Superintendent Deb Wallace. I first met Deb in the early 2000s when she was trying to clean up Cabramatta. Looking forward very much to that chat. And later, the colourful life of the legendary bookmaker Bill Waterhouse. And boy, does that make for some uncomfortable listening for some people. I'll speak with Andrew Rule, who's written a significant piece today in the Telegraph about Bill Waterhouse. I'll speak with the editor of the Daily Telegraph, Ben English, in just a moment about federal Labor's backing for a Royal Commission into the Department of Veteran Affairs. Now, anyone who's listened to this program knows we have a great interest in this issue. We asked to speak to the Federal Minister, Darren Chester, today. He's unavailable to our program. Not surprised. The pressure for him now to do something is increasing by the day. But I can tell the Minister, and I'll pass this on to Ben English in a moment, the Department of Veteran Affairs is causing more and more problems. As listeners to this show know, I have for the last year been supporting the not-for-profit volunteer veterans charity Wounded Heroes. They are based in Queensland, they work nationally, and they do an incredible job. And our audience, along with the audience of the project on 10, has raised significant funds for them. But a necessary link between veterans, the Wounded Heroes group, and the DVA's Open Arms initiative is, can you believe it, threatening to send that charity broke. Now, as bizarre as it sounds, Wounded Heroes, when they find and rescue an at-risk veteran, get an accommodation credit from DVA, but nothing to feed them with. So Wounded Heroes has to purchase food vouchers for at-risk veterans on the brink of suicide. So DVA, the government, the public servants, yep, we'll give you a couple of weeks accommodation, but no, we won't give you anything to buy them food with. Now, as one of Wounded's volunteers tells me, in November alone, so last month, they spent $5,000 on food vouchers directly linked to their connection with Open Arms. And today they tell me they have 4 new referrals from Open Arms, so more expense with food. Now, as he tells it, they desperately need help, these vets. They can't even get a meeting now, Wounded Heroes, with DVA. And that, in fact, DVA is sending them broke. But this is the chilling part of the email I received overnight. In the past 3 days, Wounded Heroes have helped six attempted veteran suicides, and they prevented them by intervening. 6 in 3 days, and we're headed into the vulnerable Christmas period, and he pleads, what do we do and say when the veteran at risk of killing himself or harming his family says, we had no food? DVA has no backup plan. They accommodate, but they don't feed these young men and women. But can I just pause there? I mean, seriously, what sort of country are we living in? These are people we've asked to serve Australia in uniform, often subjecting them to horrible events that scar them mentally forever. And we're talking about food vouchers? Food vouchers? Seriously? And then this. My email goes on, and I know this for a fact. Wounded Heroes have been trying to get a meeting with DVA and the Open Arms administrators for 2 weeks. It's urgent, life-saving, and the Canberra bureaucrats, again, don't get it. Sitting in their cosy office in Canberra, too busy to even meet. It's a disgrace.
You're listening to The Steve Price Show. Call now and have your say. 131-873.
To your calls in a moment. Ben English is the editor of the Daily Telegraph. Can you believe that?
That was just stunning, Steve. I'm absolutely speechless. And well done to you for revealing this, and we'll obviously be following that up in tomorrow's paper in the Daily Telegraph, because you know, it's right on point for the whole reason why we've been waging this campaign for so many months now. The way that Veterans Affairs conducts itself is so mealy-mouthed, legalistic, antagonistic. They carry on like, you know, callous insurers in their response to veterans' plight, and it's well over time that a Royal Commission is called.
I got an update on that. There's now been phone contact between wounded heroes and DVA, and guess what they say? They say, we don't have the legislative power to hand over money to buy food. I mean, this is red tape gone completely crazy, Ben.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And then this is the culture. There's a big cultural piece here that it's antagonistic. It's the default response is, well, the onus of the burden of proof that there's any need is well and truly on the veteran side. And there's no sense of compassion, there's no humanistic approach, it's legalistic. And it's so damaging, it compounds whatever is going on, whatever problems are going on for the veteran. And then is it any wonder then that we have, you know, a rate of suicide that's double the general population?
6 saved in one small area just in the past month alone. Save Our Heroes has been an outstanding campaign by the Telegraph, the Courier and the Herald Sun, the whole News Limited group. You've gotten Anthony Albanese, it seems, over the line in regard to a Royal Commission which has been prosecuted so well by Julianne Finney. Do you get any sense of traction on the government side, which is what you really need?
Yes, I say that cautiously. We're hearing encouraging noises. I mean, Scott Morrison is on the record as saying that he hasn't ruled it out. I know that he's actively taking a deep dive look at this. He's not, I'll give him absolute credit, he's not being summarily dismissive of this. He's certainly taking a profound look at it, and I remain hopeful that we will get a result.